Good morning, students. I am Ashutosh Mishra. Today, I am going to discuss the chapter Ratio Analysis. Ratio is a method or process by which the relationship of items or group of items in the financial statements are computed and presented. Ratio is an important tool of financial analysis and it is used to interpret the financial statements so that the strengths and weakness of a firm, its historical performance and current financial condition can be determined. Ratio is a mathematical yardstick that measures the relationship between two figures or group of figures which are related to each other and are mutually interdependent, and it can be expressed as a pure ratio, percentage, or as a rate. Word of caution: a ratio is not an end itself, they are only a means to get to know the financial position of an enterprise. Computing ratio does not add any information to the available figures. It only reveals the relationship in a more meaningful way so as to enable us to draw conclusion therefrom. Utility of ratios. Accounting ratios are very useful in assessing the financial position and profitability of an enterprise. However, its utility lies in comparison of the ratios. Utility of ratios. Comparison may be in any one of the following forms: for the same enterprise over a number of years, for two enterprises in the same industry, for one enterprise against the industry as a whole, for one enterprise against a predetermined standard, for inter-segment comparison with the same organization. Classification of ratios. Ratios can be broadly classified into four groups, namely liquidity ratios, capital structure or leverage ratios, profitability ratios, activities ratios. Liquidity ratios. These ratios analyze the short term financial position of a firm and indicate the availability of the firm to meet its short term commitments, current liabilities out of its short term resources or current assets. These are also known as solvency ratios. The ratios which indicate the liquidity of a firm are current ratio, liquidity ratio, or quick ratio, or asset test ratio. Current ratio. It is calculated by dividing current assets by current liabilities. Current ratio is equal to current assets upon current liabilities, where conventionally a current ratio of 2 is to 1 is considered satisfactory. Current assets include inventories of raw material, work in progress, finished goods, stores and spares, sundry debtors, receivables, short term loans, deposits, and advances, cash in hand and bank, prepaid expenses, income receivables, and marketable investment and short term securities are current assets. Now we will see what are the current liabilities. The current liabilities include sundry creditors, bills payable, outstanding expenses, unclaimed dividend, advances received, income received in advance, provision for taxation, proposed dividend, installment of loans payable within 12 months, bank overdraft, and cash credit. Quick ratio or acid test ratio. This is a ratio between quick current assets and current liabilities. It is calculated by dividing quick current assets by current liabilities So the formula is quick ratio is equal to quick assets upon current liabilities or quick liabilities, where conventionally a quick ratio of 1:1 is considered satisfactory. Quick assets and quick liabilities. Quick assets are current assets, less prepaid expenses and inventories. Quick liabilities are current liabilities, less bank overdraft and income received in advance. Capital structure or leverage ratios. These ratios indicate the long term solvency of a firm and indicate the availability or ability of the firm to meet its long term commitment with respect to repayment of principal on maturity or in predetermined installment and due dates and periodic payment of interest during the period of the loan. Capital structure or leverage ratios. The different ratios are debt equity ratio, proprietary ratio, debt to total capital ratio, interest coverage ratio, debt service coverage ratio. Debt equity ratio. This ratio indicates the relative proportion of the debt and equity in financing the assets of the firm. It is calculated by dividing long term debt by shareholders' fund. So, the formula is debt equity ratio is equal to long term debts upon shareholder funds, where generally financial institution favors a ratio of 2:1. However, this standard should be applied having regard to size and type of nature of business and degree of risk involved. Long term funds. The long term funds are long term loans, whether secured or unsecured, like debenture, bonds, loans from financial institutions, etc. Shareholder funds are equity share capital plus preference share capital plus reserve and surplus minus fictitious asset, that is preliminary expenses, past accumulated losses, discount on issue of shares, etc. Proprietary ratio. This ratio indicates the general financial strength of the firm and long term solvency of the business. This ratio is calculated by dividing proprietors' funds by total funds. So, the formula is proprietary ratio is equal to proprietors' fund upon total funds or assets, where, as a rough guide, is 65% to 75% proprietary ratio is advisable. Proprietors fund are same as explained in shareholders fund. Total funds are all fixed assets and all current assets. Alternatively, it can be calculated as proprietors fund plus long term funds plus current liabilities. Debt to total capital ratio. In this ratio, the outside liabilities are related to the total capitalization of the firm. It indicates what proportion of the permanent capital of the firm is in the form of long term debt. Debt to total capital ratio is equal to long term debt upon shareholder funds plus long term debt. Conventionally, a ratio of 2 upon 3 is considered satisfactory.